U.S. goods trade deficit widens sharply. The U.S. trade deficit in goods grew significantly in July, raising concerns that trade will weigh on economic growth in the third quarter. News.com has learned that the Commerce Department's Census Bureau reported recently that the goods trade gap expanded by more than one-fifth compared to June, driven by a sharp increase in imports. The trade deficit widened 22.1% to $103.6 billion in July, far above economists' expectations of $89.45 billion, according to a Reuters poll. Imports of goods rose by $18.6 billion to $281.5 billion, reflecting stronger domestic demand. Exports, meanwhile, slipped slightly by $0.1 billion to $178.0 billion. The imbalance highlights a renewed appetite for foreign goods as businesses and consumers increased spending, even as export growth faltered. In the second quarter, a reduction in imports sharply narrowed the trade deficit, adding a record 4.95 percentage points to gross domestic product growth. That dynamic helped the economy expand at a 3.3% annualized rate, after shrinking at a 0.5% pace in the first quarter. The earlier contraction was tied to businesses accelerating imports ahead of President Donald Trump's tariffs, which disrupted trade flows and inflated the deficit at the start of the year. The Atlanta Federal Reserve is currently estimating that GDP will increase at a 2.2% rate in the third quarter. The widening deficit underscores the ongoing uncertainty around U.S. trade policy under the Trump administration. While tariffs initially led to volatile import and export patterns, the broader trend shows that Americans continue to rely heavily on foreign goods. Economists note that unless exports rebound or imports ease, trade could once again weigh on the economy's momentum. Consumer confidence in the U.S. fell in August as people were worried about tariffs, high prices, and weak job growth, according to the Conference Board. The confidence index dropped, fueled by tariff and inflation concerns. The U.S. added only 73,000 jobs, short of projections. Confidence plunged chiefly among younger consumers, heightening fears of an economic downturn.